Welcome to Mobile Midwife EHR. Today we're going to explore the document signing feature. The document signing feature, or the document templates feature rather, is a feature that allows you to create custom documents. Documents that could be a consent form, a risk assessment, a super bill, MANA consent forms, financial policies, a Ballard exam, just any number of things that you as a practice need that's not already built in to the Mobile Midwife forms. One of the key benefits here is a document template is not just a read-only document. When you add a document template to Mobile Midwife, when you add it and then you add a new client, an instance of that document template is automatically added to that client. And that instance can be signed, it can be edited by typing information, maybe initialing different spots, or checking various checkboxes. So it's very interactive. And so it doesn't have to have a signature box, and it doesn't have to be a consent form. It can be strictly a midwife form. There are two types of document templates. There's a standard and non-standard. A standard document template is automatically added under a client record when a new client record is created. A non-standard document template is not automatically added. So that would be more for midwife-related templates, such as the Ballard exam or risk assessment, or something the client does not need to fill out, sign, or even see during the initial sign-up process. Because the key here is during the initial sign-up process, the client will fill out all the pre-built-in forms in Mobile Midwife, following a step-by-step wizard. And then after they sign the summary and consent to the fact that what they have filled out is true to the best of their knowledge, then Mobile Midwife will direct them to the Documents tab, where they will sign any unsigned documents. And so you do not really want any non-client related documents to be standard. So even if you fill out a Ballard exam every single time after a birth, you would still want that to be a non-standard document, so that that document is not visible to the client when they fill out their consent forms, because that would just create a certain level of confusion, and it doesn't really add a whole lot of convenience other than the fact that you as the midwife will have to manually add that Ballard exam document every time after a birth. And that just amounts to 2 or 3 button presses. So it's not really too much of an inconvenience. And so the document template feature is very powerful. But in order to begin to use it, you first need a document. So you can get a document any number of normal ways, such as using Microsoft Word or Adobe Acrobat, or even WordPad or possibly Notepad. And after you create that document, you would save it as a PDF. Most document editors and word processors allow you to save a document as a PDF, including Microsoft Word. And once you save that file as a PDF, then you have to send it over to Mobile Midwife. And there are 3 primary ways of doing this. I won't cover them all, but additional information on this can be found in Mobile Midwife if you press the question button located at the top of the screen on the Documents tab. So the primary way that most midwives use to get documents over to Mobile Midwife is to email the document to themselves from their computer, and then they'll open that email up on their iPad, press and hold on the document attachment, which is a PDF, and then they'll get the option to choose to open it in Mobile Midwife. Once you choose to open it in Mobile Midwife will open up, and then you can sign in, navigate to the Templates tab, and press the Add Template button in the upper right hand corner of the screen. Once you press the Add Template button, the document will appear in the list of available documents that you have to import. Then you will choose that document template, and then it will be added as a thumbnail to your document template list. Then you can press on that document template thumbnail and choose Edit Template. This will open the document and allow you to begin adding text boxes, check boxes, signature boxes, and initial boxes anywhere on the screen. Once you position all of these boxes where you would like them to be, you can save the document template. One thing to note here is that you may want to edit your document in a way to where you provide more than sufficient information for text boxes. A typical document may not provide a whole lot of room for someone to type into that document, because people can typically write smaller with a pencil than they can type, because the typical font size of 12 points or 10 points even is a bit larger than the space that is often provided in a document. So you may want to space out your various fields and checkboxes and signature boxes in your document a little more when you're editing it in Microsoft Word or some other processor before you save it and send it to Mobile Midwife. That way, when you begin to add the signature boxes and text boxes, you'll have plenty of room to place those on that document. This is something that if it doesn't make sense right now, it will make sense later as you begin to add templates and you try to put a checkbox somewhere and it doesn't quite fit because the text around it is a little bit too tight, or if you try to add a text box to a line that you have somewhere in your document where they're supposed to type in maybe their address or phone number or something, and you find that there's not enough height available or not enough width available. And so sometimes you may want to go back and edit that document and give a little bit more space to the controls that need to be dropped on that template. So once you've completed placing all of your controls, you can save your template. And then you can close the document template and then touch the thumbnail again and press Edit Info. From this screen, you can name your document template. You can also set it to be a template that's for pregnant clients or primary care clients or lactation clients and so forth. What that means is that the document will appear for clients that are of those specific types. So if you had a lactation client and it's a standard document, then only the lactation related documents will be automatically added to that lactation client. And that goes the same, of course, for pregnant clients and primary care clients. So an additional field that's at the bottom of the screen is you can see that you can choose to make this a standard document or a non-standard document. If it's a standard document, as mentioned before, it'll be automatically added to a client record after that client record is created. And the client will also be directed to sign that consent form or document after they have filled out the pre-built-in forms in Mobile Midwife. A non-standard document is no different other than that you have to manually add it to a client record as needed. So after you've edited this portion, you can close this out and then you can create a new client to test it out. Or you can open an existing client and manually add any of the documents, standard or non-standard, to that client record. If you create a new client, the standard documents will be automatically added to that client's document section. And so then you can begin to test your document, which is always a very good idea to do before you actually provide that document to that client to sign or to fill out, just to be sure that there's enough space in the text boxes and check boxes and signature boxes that you created. And so this is how the document templates feature works. For additional information on this, you can view our website under the Features tab, or you can press the question icon located at the top of the Templates tab, at the Practice level, or the Documents tab at the client level. And as always, if you have any questions, you can email or call us, or get on our Facebook page and post any questions. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.